Hi, Country Changers. Welcome to the feature month of Coolamon Shire. And I'm joined by Daniel Crocker, who is a real estate agent for Ray White in Coolamon. Thank you so much for jumping on with me today.
No worries, Laticia. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm keen to talk real estate because I have a personal interest in that market, but obviously it's such a hot topic around the country in terms of what's going on with housing shortages in the rental market and whatnot. So I guess it'd be great to get an idea from you what's going on in Coolamon Shire, and obviously we're talking to people interested in making a tree change to the Riverina Murray region. So I might just start off with, where is Coolamon Shire?
Yeah, look, Coolamon Shire, we're roughly halfway between Sydney and Melbourne. So, we've got access to both of those major capitals. We're only about 3 hours also from Canberra. So, yeah, we've got good access to most places that you want to go. We're roughly half an hour north of Wagga Wagga. So, Wagga's the largest inland town in New South Wales. So, we've got access to everything that Wagga has to offer as well, but a much quieter and laid back lifestyle out here.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people who live in Coolamon have jobs in Wagga. I know we profiled some tree changers a few years ago, and both of them actually were university lecturers and academics who were based out of CSU, the Charles Sturt University in Wagga, but lived on this beautiful property with their horses in Coolamon. So it's definitely a great place to live in terms of accessibility.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the uni is roughly 20 minutes from Coolamon, and it's an easy drive as well.
Mm.
So we've got a fair area here. I mean, the Coolamon Shire, we cover Mara, Coolamon, obviously, Ganmain, Matong. We go out to Ardlethan and Beckham to the north. So, yeah, we've got a good area, and it really is a great area to live.
Yeah, and I think what's really lovely about this part of the Riverina as well, you've got some amazing, you're surrounded by other great towns and pockets like Junee and Temora, Narandra. So all of those areas are very progressive, and they work together really well in terms of industry and tourism and products and offerings. So generally speaking, I know there are a lot of opportunities there, and that's probably why it is such a popular country change little spot. So diving into the topic of property in Coolamon, can you give us an idea of what kind, like the range of properties that are available in Coolamon?
Yeah, sure. We do have the full gamut basically of property here. Anything from a small, older style cottage. I mean, Coolamon's been around for over 200 years, so we have some old, beautiful old properties in town. We also have a lot of lifestyle properties, so 5 acre type homes where we've got brand new 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom properties. So we have pretty well everything covered. There's a lot of other properties in between. So you've got your standard house blocks. We've got a bit of everything. I mean, the median house price in Coolamon now is roughly around the 480,000 mark. We've got properties that are on the 5 acre farmlets that are going for 1.2, $1.3 million now, because we're just such a great area that we have close access to a lot of different properties. So our market is pretty diverse. A lot of farming country around here as well that is on the market at the moment. So farming country is pretty hot for most people that want to get out and just enjoy a bit of space.
Yeah, a lot of mixed farming here. Oh, here we go. Here's some of the housing in the older styles that you were talking about. And some of those properties just renovate so beautifully as well. Like we can see that one's got the beautiful high ceilings and the archways, and just that heritage that is quite often lost in city areas. And they've, whether or not you're a doer-upper or want to buy something renovated, it looks like there's lots of different opportunities there. What about the rental
Yeah.
market? What do you see? Oh, sorry, what were you going to say, Daniel?
No, I was just going to say it's the space that we generally have as well. Like a standard building block in Coolamon is roughly 1,000 square metres. So Pricing's much the same as what you have in Wagga, but the block in Wagga would be only 600 or 700 square metres, where we're up at 1,000 and some. So you just have that bit of extra space, room for a pool or a decent shed, and a bit of extra room around you. So, yep.
Here's a good example: your 1,000 square metre blocks with no house, and they seem to be pretty close to town. So you definitely have that access, or right through to your mixed, your big acreage and mixed farming. So depending on what you want, there's really that variety there.
Yep, for sure. Bit of everything for anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about the rental market? What's if people are interested in making a country change and they might want to dip their toes in first and they want to rent? What's your advice there, and what kind of pricing are they looking at?
Well, my advice is to get in as soon as possible and just put in applications for different properties, because the rental market in Coolamon and surrounds, so whether that's Mar, again, Main, any of our outlying towns, the rental market is extremely hot. Average rentals are getting right up around $400 and more each week, and that's just for a standard 3-bedroom home. So if you're looking at a rental, really my advice to anybody is just get your applications in, start applying for different properties, because as soon as a rental comes on the market around Coolamon and again the surrounding towns, they just get snapped up so quickly because there is very, very little available at the moment. Most rentals that come up available are rented within a week. So it's a very tight market around here at the moment. So just get in and start putting in applications.
Yeah. And in terms of investments, if people are interested in investing in the area and purchasing a rental property, what kind of returns are they seeing at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment, depending on the properties, you're sort of seeing 6 to 8% return on investment. So it's okay, but it could be a lot better. Back before the COVID boom, a lot of our properties were obviously a fair bit cheaper, like they were around the rest of the country. But yeah, and you could get a much better return. But the properties have gone up in value, which it will continue to do. So I've lived here for 46 years and I've never seen pricing on any of the properties around, whether it's vacant land or homes. It's never gone backwards around this area.
No, and with so many people relocating, I think you've got that. You might not have as high rental returns, but you've got the capital gains, which I think most investors are interested in anyway. So, what's your advice for anybody looking to make a country change to Coolamon Shire?
Yeah, by all means, come and visit. The Shire, as I say, we've got so many attractions with. In Coolamon, we have the Coolamon cheese factory. As you were mentioning, nearby, we've got Junee with the licorice factory over there. We have an amazing pub that is just been having a massive renovation done. There's been millions of dollars poured into that particular building. So it's going to be awesome for us. We're close to the Murrumbidgee River, so you've got access, whether it be for water skiing or fishing. It's great for both. We've got awesome space around here. One of the big things that council have been pushing here around Coolamon has been our bike tracks. We have access through interstate forest, and then we even have a bike track that goes all the way along the railway line to Main. So for people that want to get out and do a bit of mountain biking and just a bit of health and fitness, sporting facilities around the Shire are all awesome. State government has helped out massively over the years with facilities like football grounds and amenities around those grounds. So we have plenty of things to do in the Shire. We have a couple of schools in Coolamon. We have childcare. We've got a bit of everything. So it really is a great area to be involved. Most people around the area are super friendly. When you walk up the main street, everybody will say hello. So it's part of being in the country and living in a smaller community.
Yeah, and look, getting connected in with the community through sport is a really great way to meet people and feel connected. There's also lots of volunteering opportunities as well. And if you're into the arts or culture or history, I mean, the Coolamon Shire and the Riverina and Murray in general are just great places to be, because there are so many places that you can go for day trips to explore and still never touch the full breadth of all the opportunities at your doorstep, which is what's incredible. And with the opportunities there, you've got a wide sector of industry, from obviously agriculture and tourism, but and manufacturing, etc. But there's a lot of growth in those sectors. I mean, is there a particular we always a lot of advice that we hear is ask a local what the town needs and look at bringing that to the region. Is there anything off the top of your head? I'm putting you on the spot right now. Is there anything off the top of your head where you go, oh, we really need these people or this type of business or industry?
Yeah, for sure. Look, with the Coolamon Shire, one of their main initiatives over the last couple of years has been to build the Coolamon Business Park. So we actually have 22 lots of land that are specifically designed and allocated for businesses to come and open up within the Shire. So some of the things that are going to be happening in there's a brand new mechanic shop that's going in. There's a gym that's being built there, which is popular for everybody these days. Look, obviously, as you mentioned, the ag sector is huge around this area, but one of the things that has been spoken about a lot for in the business park has been things like a car wash, tyre fitting bays, tyre stores. So there's lots of opportunity for people to come and start a business. And the beauty of smaller towns and smaller communities is the loyalty that you get from the local people. We will always get behind businesses and support them. So hospitality is always a big area around here. That's the Coolamon Business Park. So yeah, it's a great initiative from the Shire. The Shire do a magnificent job here for not only Coolamon but all the rest of the small towns that are around. It looks great. They're very progressive, as can be shown with that business park. So it just gives the opportunity for people to be able to come. Like say, if there were people that wanted to set up a tyre shop, anything to do with the ag business, it really is an awesome place to be able to do it. And all of those blocks, they're set up, they're ready. They've got power, water, NBN, they've got everything ready to go. And council will do what they can to help people get new businesses up and running.
Yeah, amazing. It looks great. And I think the more services like that can fill those gaps, it only encourages more industry and development, which is obviously a win for the area. So in wrapping up, is there anything else that you'd say about making a move to Coolamon Shire for people who are interested in moving? Hey, some people just move from the region to Coolamon, but if they're looking at making a bigger move from the cities, what would any final words of advice?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, just come out and visit the area, visit the Shire, visit the surrounding towns. You'll absolutely love the friendliness, the laid back atmosphere that we have around Coolamon. The space that we have. I had some people visit from Sydney on the weekend. They've got 2 little kids. They just don't want their kids to be brought up in North Parramatta. They want to move to the country so that their kids have got a bit of space to be able to run around the yard, be able to get on a push bike and ride down the street. Just have that space and freedom without the hustle and bustle and manic driving and busyness of the cities. So come and visit us. Come and check out everything that Coolamon has to offer, and the Shire and the surrounding towns, because there's so much to do around this area, and it's just such a great laid back place. So yeah, come to visit.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful point. Raising your child in a place like Coolamon, people do know you. You know your neighbours. You know the people as you walk down the road. They look out for each other. And I don't think, unless you've ever experienced that level of community, it's hard to put into words and contemplate. The only thing is you can just have to experience for yourself. So, Daniel, thank you so much for your time. And as always, I recommend people jump on our website, countrychange.com.au, head up to our places and look at all the different LGAs that we represent across the Riverina Murray, obviously Coolamon Shire. There's some great video content that and photos, and jump onto our social media to have a really good, solid look through our profiles of these towns. So, Daniel, thank you so much for your time.
No worries, Laticia. Thank you.